What's up, guys? I got some stuff to open, so let's get into it. First one that I got is from Flail Records. I think I've mentioned this before. I'm not sure if, like, all of Flail Records' art is done by the same artist, or if they have, like, kind of a collective of artists that they go to, or what. But, like, pretty consistently, like, all of their art is really cool. In fact, I just so happen to have it sitting next to me. Sticker from one of their bands that I'm not as familiar as I'd like to be. I've heard enough to know that I like this band, but check out the sticker for Red City Sinners. I mean, isn't that just cool? But yeah, they're kind of a goth folk type band. You know, I've been getting into that sort of music a lot this year. But yeah, this is a t-shirt. Let me double check to see if there's any stickers or what have you that I might miss. If they are, they're folded into the shirt, and sure enough, we got that same design that was on the bag, and their Flail Records Flail mail that I noticed from their last package was stuck on the box itself. I thought it was cool. Like I said, I just really dig a lot of the art from them. But yeah, this from Yes Ma'am. I think this design was included as a sticker in one of my previous orders. They were their main band that I listened to, and yeah, I just think it's really fucking cool. And that Gator playing guitar. So yeah, how cool is that? Next up, got a vinyl record here, so let's get into it. Alright, got everything out. So from Cranberries we have MTV Unplugged, sorry about that. The script on this is that embossed style, whatever you call it, so that's pretty cool. You know, or like the lettering on the cardboard's kind of raised a bit. I guess they use some sort of stamp or something like that. I don't know the actual process, but I think it's pretty cool. Let's see, yeah, we got a gatefold. So we have a art print of the cover, and yeah, printed sleeve. It's on clear vinyl. So yeah, pretty cool. I love the Cranberries. This is from 1995. There were 2 albums into their discography on this at this time, so pretty early in their career. Wouldn't feature anything from my favorite album of theirs, which my mind's drawn a blank. I can't even remember the name of it right now. Whatever their third album was, I don't think that's a particularly popular album, actually, but I'm a huge fan of their third album, which I'm just feeling dumb right now. I can't even remember what it's called. I'm sure it'll randomly come to me by the end of this video, and I'll be like, oh, that's what it's called. But last but not least, shouldn't be quite as much as what it looks like is in here. But I don't know. Like, when ordering records and stuff, like, I kind of feel like it's fairly common in my experience to get extras thrown in, but at the same time, I've learned not to actually expect them. There's certain neutral middle ground there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, this is from a bigger actual band's web store, so I wouldn't really expect anything. But yeah, at least when you order from like smaller records shops, I've kind of learned it's fairly common for them to just throw in extras. You know, usually it's just gonna be like, 50-cent bargain bin records that they probably wouldn't have sold anyway. But yeah, there's just kind of a neutral middle ground there for expectations. So, and that's just a receipt. I think that's everything. Yeah. I know a lot of American football's albums come from polyvinyl, and I've learned to expect them to throw in Airhead in all my orders, but I guess since this came directly from their store, I guess that's not part of whatever you'd call that program. But I got a t-shirt from them that's kind of hard to fully make out the design because it's a bit wrinkled, but yeah, been kind of wanting a American football shirt for a long time, and the album that I got is their recently released live album, Live in Los Angeles. So let's get into it. I know that the American Football House isn't in Los Angeles, so I don't know if that's that house or if that's something from. Oh, it looks like that's some sort of. I don't know if it's a backdrop or an actual reconstruction. My guess would be it's just a simple backdrop of the house. That's probably what it is. Yeah, visiting that house is one of the things on my bucket list of things to do eventually, so I might get my scissors again to try to open this. There they are. I know this is something I've said before, but gatefolds are just a little bit easier to open than non-gatefold vinyl. So, here we go. That's a pretty cool gatefold. Yeah, that's definitely backdrop because that's a completely different angle of it. So, some sort of projection screen that they got going on. We have a download card. It's been a long ass time since I've seen one of these in a vinyl, so if anybody wants to try to snag that. Looks like we have a booklet with some photography. Always kind of hard to show these off at this angle, but I'll do the best I can. There, so that's pretty cool. That's a double vinyl, green vinyl. Kind of a cool tone they got going there too. I believe this was only like 9 songs, maybe. Let's see, yeah, 9 songs, but it's mastered at 45 RPM. So yeah, that's what I've got for today. Got something shipping right now, so maybe another video sometime this week or early next week. Also, got a few shows I plan on going to over the weekend, at least hopefully. I always say that, sleep's kind of an issue, so it's going to be kind of a endurance thing for me, honestly, but hopefully I'll go to some cool shows this weekend and get some footage from that. So yeah, I'll see y'all then.